Call up my brother, just me, my brothers know what it's all. I was like a nigga, I still got a suit when you wanna ride, nigga, we gon' ride. I don't listen to them niggas just talk. No, them niggas, they don't ever slide.
I bet you I do you.
Rodo.
Alright, let me fix the camera. Alright. We good? Alright, we good. It's been a little minute since I've been sitting in front of a camera like this, you know what I'm saying? The last time we was like this, you know, it wasn't really that good, but
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
anyway, what's good, Certified Gang? It's your boy Certified Kai back with another Certified Banger for the Certified channel. Now listen, this was a somewhat highly requested video, you know what I'm saying, by that title, you know, Heartbreak, and by that thumbnail. Today I will be doing a story time. How I got like the worst heartbreak I ever had type stuff, for me. So before we do anything, make sure y'all like, comment, share. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Go turn on my post notifications so you never miss a video, bro. It is a must you do that, because how you gonna be a part of the Certified Gang if you're not notified when Certified Kai posts? It's just, that don't work, bro. It don't work like that, you feel me? Like, follow instructions, you know what I'm saying? Like, do that. Anyway, basically I had one on my Instagram story. You know, if you follow me, you know the real. But if you don't follow me, you might want to go do that. Certified Kai _ go do that. But anyway, I went on my Instagram, posted something. I said, what kind of story times y'all want to see for me, so I could switch it up. I got multiple people saying, oh, my cousin gave me the idea. My cousin swiped up. She said, do the story time of how you got your heart broken. I'm like, that's calm. So then, like, you know, I'm gonna do that. But let me take a poll. So I took a poll. I said, do y'all want to see that story time of how I got my heart broken? It was like 20 people say yes. One person said no, I believe. But I'm like, if they asking for it, I might as well just give it to y'all, you feel me? Now I got my heart broken like multiple times, you feel me? But this one right here gotta be like the worst heartbreak I've ever had. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, we gonna talk about it, you feel me? I got two heartbreak stories. Now I'm gonna tell y'all one, but if y'all want another one for part 2, like for part 2, subscribe, do all that good stuff, for me. In the description down below, make sure y'all go do that and let me know if y'all want to see part 2, for me. But what's today's date? Today is September 29th. My birthday was 2 days ago, so if you didn't say happy birthday to me, make sure y'all go say happy birthday to me in the comments down below. Your boy is 17 now, feel me? We still working hard, we still grinding. I'm in the process of getting my camera, starting my, you know, my little filming, feel me? My little photography, and we gonna go from there. Like, it only goes, we're only gonna get better from here, bro. I just need y'all support. We're gonna keep grinding and all that good stuff. I just, feel me, go from there. But we're gonna have a certified talk. Like, I'm gonna have another certified talk with y'all in another video, you feel me? But in today's video, we gotta get right to the story time, because I'm been baiting. I wanna give y'all the whole scoop on what happened, how it went down, how I found out, like all this crazy stuff, you feel me? So like I said, like, comment. If you are new to my channel, you gotta subscribe. Like, it's a must you subscribe. Turn on my post notifications so you never miss a video. Follow my social media links will be in the description down below. Let's get right to the video. Okay, so I'm a senior now. So this happened when I was a sophomore, I think. Yeah, I was a sophomore. Basically, I had went to school. I had just started my sophomore year. So they had like, usually on our first day of school, they usually separate the grades, so they could, like, so they know what the agenda is for this year, what we doing for the actual day, and go from there. So that was the whole play out of everything that happened the first day of school. So I didn't really get a chance to see, you feel me? Like, I had my options open on some girls that I wanted, you feel me? Because I, in my opinion, I thought, you know, got a little glow up. I really didn't have no glow up, like, not as like what I got now, because I'm starting to gain confidence in myself, you know, be more confident in stuff I do. And I feel like, in my opinion, my face got smoother, feel me? Got new frames, you know what I'm saying? Just all that good stuff. Hair got longer, curlier. You know, I'm thinking like, alright, I'm starting to look somewhat decent, you feel me? Somewhat, in my opinion, look more attractive than I was before. all that good stuff. Back then, I was so insecure about myself. I was insecure about my body, all that good stuff. So it was gonna be risky for me, try to even talk to a girl in that school. But I still did it though. I still tried. I attempted. So fast forward until like later on in the weeks when we got our schedules and we was able to start our periods or whatever. For me, I came across two girls actually that I had my eye on. They was in the same grade. They was freshmen, but we was the same age. But we was talking or whatever. Like, it was weird how we started talking, because at that time I was very shy. I had no swindle. Like, it was just weird. Like, I really didn't have no type of source, no nothing. So it was really hard for me to like really sit there and try to shoot my shot with this girl and with the other girl. But you know how you get a girl, bro. Like, it's very simple to get a girl. All you have to do, one of the main things you have to do is just make her laugh, bro. Simple, just make her laugh. So that's what I was doing. It would be me and my mans Nick, me and my mans Rondell. We would just sit there. I think we had lunch 5th period, and we would just, go from there. Like, it would just be some calm stuff. We would just go from there and just sit there and talk, have a good time, yada yada yada. So, like I said, there was this one girl. I'm not gonna say her name, Maya. That's what we're gonna call Maya. So Maya was a pretty good looking girl. So at that time, Maya and her friend, I had my eyes on both of them, but my main focus was on her. And my friend had posted her on Snapchat. I'm like, yo, put me on, you feel me? Like, since you posted her, put me on. The first time, that was my first attempt. The girl told me that she had a boyfriend at the time. It's cool. On to the next one. So I went to go talk to the girl that she used to hang out with. She was cool, we was vibing or whatever, but my main focus was on her. Now, apparently she had a boyfriend too. She was just entertaining everybody. I didn't even know. So I was like, let me back off. So then, my mans had posted her again, I think, like a couple of weeks later. And I think her and her boyfriend had broken up. And I think she wanted a honey. A honey is basically like, feel me, like you wanna talk to somebody, like swing me somebody, like swing a vibe, kick a vibe. You know what a vibe is. If you don't know what a vibe is, you're just straight up retarded. But anyway, she wanted a John. If you know what a John is, for me, vibe. She basically wanted a vibe. So I was like, nah, kick that. So I swiped up. I was like, I'm about to talk to that. Now, mind you, this is on Snapchat. So I was like, I'm about to talk to that. He was like, send flicks. Sent him a couple of pictures. I thought I looked good in mainly videos. She ain't done me. She was like, yeah, facts. I told them. So me and her vibing, cool. I'm getting to know her. She seemed like a pretty cool person. Next day come, I see her at school. I say hello, but I'm like, I was under the impression that even though we talk, I didn't want to overstep my boundaries for her, all that good stuff. So I was like, I don't know. I was moving scary. I don't know why I beat it. I was moving scary. So I seen her after school, and me and her is walking in the same direction. We was going to McDonald's. And I see her, she said hello to me. I'm like, hi. And she keep walking. Now, what I could have done, I'm like, yo, like, where you going? Like, we talking about what you doing. But I didn't even do it. I was being scary. I just let her walk. I ain't started talking to her until I got to McDonald's. But she was talking to somebody. Like, she was talking to other people, though. Like, she was in her own little friend group. I was in my own friend group. But when they both left and she was on her dolly, I pulled up on her. I was like, yo, what's up? That's when I started talking to her. She was like, you don't gotta be scared when you're talking to me. Like, that's what she was telling me. Let me just adjust the lighting. She was like, you don't gotta be scared when you're talking to me. You know that, right? I was like, you're right, my fault. Cool. Fast forward some more. I ended up walking her home. Now, mind you, she lived like a couple of blocks away from me. She lived like really close to me. So it's like, no matter where I go, I gotta pass her crib to get to that location. So I will always see her. So, with that being said, fast forward some more, we start talking, yada yada yada. Things get cool. We was talking for like a good 2 weeks. Then she tells me, I'm looking for a friend right now. I'm not looking for nothing too serious. Alright, understandable. So I backed off. For me, I played my role. I understood where she was coming from, because she literally just got out of a relationship with somebody that she was with for like 1 or 2 years. So I was like, that's cool. I understand. But I still liked her though. So I was like, even though you saying you still want a friend or whatever, I'm gonna respect your decision, but I'm gonna still apply pressure on the low. That's what I was saying in my mind, because I already knew what the real was. But you feel me? Like I knew how to play my cards right. Anyway, I knew how to play my cards right or whatever. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna just take things slow, but I'm gonna still apply pressure though. So then a couple of months go by, because I don't want to get too deep into it, but a couple of months, like 2 months go by. She's in a relationship. I didn't even know she was in a relationship with a girl. Right? Cool. We still was cool. We still was friends. You know, I would walk home from time to time, stuff, things of that nature. One day, I think her girlfriend had broken up, and I think she was looking for a vibe. So I was like, let me get back on that. So I told her, I was like, yo, you think it's cool if we feel me like talk again type stuff, like, you know? She was like, alright, that's fine. So I think I had walked her home the following day, and when I did, I was very clingy, like I was really on her body or whatever, and I don't really think she was comfortable with that. So when I walked her home, she like texted me to get in the crib. I'm like, alright, cool. I woke home, she texted me, she was like, honestly, I'm not really looking for nothing, like I don't even see you like that, for me. Like she was dubbing me like crazy. I'm like, dang. I'm like, nah, I really don't got no chance for shorty, bro. I'm like, alright, that's cool. Mind you, she told me, she was like, listen, I think like you're going a little bit too hard with applying pressure, like, or whatever. Just for me, she basically was telling me fall back. She dubbed me in the nicest way possible. She told me fall back. Now I'm like, alright, that's cool. I respect it. Cool. She doing her thing, I'm doing my thing. I was talking to somebody, she was talking to somebody. So it's all good. We all good in the hood, you feel me? Now, fast forward some more. This is when quarantine hit, right? Now, mind you, I was talking to somebody. Like I was already talking to somebody. Me and the girl ended up not talking no more. Cool. I ended up talking to mad people at one time. Now, mind you, me and her, we were still in communication. I would speak to her from time to time. So, you know, I would speak to her from time to time, and I'll be at. So then, I believe it was one day where I had called her. I don't know what we were talking about, but her sister was trying to put her on to somebody. And I don't know why I got jealous for no reason, like, and I think the feelings was coming back slowly but surely. So then she was like, why you sound like that? Why you sound like that? Because mind you, we're on the phone. I'm like, bro, I was like I had to, I'm not gonna say, I wasn't trying to sound depressed, but I was really out of it, but I was like, dang, like, you out here trying to look for honeys or whatever. You ain't even let me like show you my affordability, like, wow, feel me, like, where this going? You ain't even give me a chance. She was like, you still like me? I was like, chill. I was like, the feelings is coming back slowly, I ain't gonna lie. She was like, I'll think about it. Now that's what she told me. She said, I'll think about it. I'm like, alright, cool, say less. 2 days go by. I ain't even pressure her. But I popped the question just to see like what, like we was on the same page, because I was anxious to find out, like, you know, if we was talking, like we was really gonna talk, because we already know stuff about each other. We know where each other live, things of that nature. She was like, you know what? Let's try it again. Now, mind you, this is the third time we was talking. Now, keep in mind, she said she gave me a third shot, gave me a third opportunity. So I will always go outside every day during quarantine. Like when the days was getting nicer, they started opening up the parks again. Like I think like this was in like April of 2020. They started opening the parks back up like around like June, July. But I was always going to my friend's crib to go play ball, because he had a basketball hoop in his backyard, and we would always ride bikes. So, you know, I was always outside. Like if it wasn't raining, I was outside with my mates and them, bro. So it was this one day, it was her birthday, and we would just kick it. Like we wasn't really like talking like on some crazy stuff, but I think after like her birthday, I think that's when we really started getting serious, in my opinion. That's what I thought. I was coming from my man's crib, I was riding my bike, and I had called her. I was like, yo, I'm like, you in the crib? She's like, yeah, I'm outside, I'm chilling with my moms and them and my sisters. I'm like, I was like, I'm gonna pull up on you, I'm gonna come say happy birthday. She's like, alright, that's cool. I come, I met her mom, I met her sister. Valid. So then, the heck? Anyway, well, mom's was a nice person, you know. And I was like, happy birthday, da da da. She's like, thank you for coming saying happy birthday. Appreciate it. Her mom was saying that. And she's like, thank you, da 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 da. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home. You know, I gotta get ready for dinner, all this crazy stuff, right? So she's like, all right, text me when you get home. Cool. Get in the crib, I text her. She ain't respond because, you know, it's her birthday. You know, she out with her family and stuff. Probably getting litty in the city, getting gritty, all that good stuff. Mind you, I was playing my role. I was doing what I was supposed to do. I was applying pressure slowly but surely. So then that night, I had texted her. I think she had texted me back. And then that's when we was on the phone. So we was just talking, making small talk. And then we started talking about like relationship stuff, you know? Because, you know, like my parents be like, mainly my mother be telling me like, don't entertain relationships at this age. Because you're just not ready for that. But like, when you experience it, bro, you learn things from when you experience stuff like this. So it wasn't really a bad idea. So I was just like, how do you act in relationships and things of that nature? Because she told me this before, like the first time we started talking. But like, I'm not gonna lie, I was listening, but I wasn't listening. Like, I remember, but I don't really remember. So I had to see what I was working with, basically. So she telling me all this stuff about her. So she telling me about how she act in a relationship, you feel me? Like, what makes her happy, what makes her mad, things of that nature. I'm like, all right, cool. I could. Everything that every quality that she looking for in a boy, I technically have that. Like, feel me? She like somebody that's hardworking, ambitious, stuff like that nature. I'm like, all right, I could do that. I'm like, that's me. Like, that's certified Kai. But that was me before certified Kai. But like, you get what I'm trying to say. And on top of that, I was still doing, this is like when I was doing YouTube. I think I had like 150, 200 subs probably. But I still was doing it. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. Like, and she had a YouTube channel too. So I was like, yo, let's collab. Like, you know what I mean? We could do calm stuff like truth or dare, never have I ever, things of that nature, mukbangs. I was like, tell them like, you could come over. I could get my dad for me, like, you know, you could meet my dad or whatever. You do that, cause you know, yeah, no, I love my pops. So I wasn't trying to make it seem like, oh, like you come over, Chris, so we could bang, bang, bang. No, that's not what I wanted to do. That wasn't even on my mind. Like, I truly like this girl, like. So, you know, we would talk every day after school, bro. Like, but it would be like at night. Mind you, I'm thinking like everything going good. So like this is like later on in the months, like May-ish, June-ish. We getting like deep into it. So our bond is like this now. Like our bond is like this. Like we're like really tight. We're really close. So let's fast forward to when it's the end of the school year. Cause her birthday was in May. So now we in June with it. So now, school coming to a close. You know what I'm saying? We don't really gotta go to class like that. So her classes was different from mine. We never had class together. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. So I think my day ended before hers. Yeah, I think my day ended before hers. So me and her would be on the phone. Like me and her would text back and forth while we was in class, but we wouldn't really text as much. Like I wouldn't text until like I was really done with school, and then I would go from there. So I think okay, I know exactly what happened. It was the second to last week of school. Like school was coming to a close. She was going on vacation, like 2 weeks. And when she came back, school was over. So basically what happened was, I ain't gonna lie, this wasn't really my month, I'm not even gonna lie. Like going into the summer of 2020, it wasn't really my year, I'm not even gonna lie. But everything happened for a reason. So it's cool. But summer just started, and me and her was on the phone all the time. Now I had asked her, I was like, yo, let me link you before you leave or whatever, because I'm not gonna see you for a little bit. She's like, all right. So I called her, I was like, yo, we still linking? I just wanted to make sure, because I had to ride past her crib to get home anyway. So I was like, we still linking? She was like, I got a lot of packing to do, so for me, I'll just link you when I come back. All right, that's cool. We on the phone, flirting. Feel me? We ended up falling asleep on the phone. She didn't want me to hang up on her. Like, I'm thinking like I'm really in there. Like I'm close to, like, you know, just like I'm just in there. Like all I gotta do is just take her on a date, make her my girl. We in there. Like we just right there with. Like, we're here with it. We're here with it, but we will be here with it. We'll be top tier level. So with that being said, I'm like, all right, cool. So we was on the phone. I was up all night. Like we was on the phone all night. Now mind you, she was sleeping, I was playing the game. I was playing the game till like 6:30 in the morning, bro, because I didn't even have to go to class that day, because I still had class. So then a week or two go by. No, actually no, a couple of days. I was on the phone with her for 2 days when she was on vacation, and then she just stopped texting me out of nowhere. Like, no text, no call, no nothing. No post from Snap, no nothing. Cool. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, this girl had to ghost me, bro. She had to ghost me, because there's no way. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I didn't think I did anything wrong. Like, I'm not understanding. I get a call from her, like a week or two later. And the same day, my cousin was coming into town. So I was like, there was a lot going on that week, actually. So she had just came back from a little vacation. I was like, yo, like, where you been at, bro? Like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, you not jacking me? Like, what's going on? She was like, oh no, like, it's not like that. My phone broke. So, I was out of a phone. This, and the third. I got a new one, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, alright, that's cool. I'm like, that's cool. That's fine. Like, I understand. Like, we all had those moments when, our phone broke. We couldn't be in contact with certain people that we close with. All that good stuff. Now, at this point, I'm thinking like the vibe is there because of what I asked her, and I'm about to tell y'all what happened. I said, what you doing tomorrow? She was like, nothing. I was like, that's cool. I'm like, I'm having my cousin's little brother was having a birthday barbecue, like a couple of blocks away from my crib. Now, mind you, she don't even live that far from him. So I'm like, alright, cool, that's valid. So next thing you know, I was like, so my pops had told me about it. I was like, can I bring a friend? He's like, yeah, that's cool, but I ain't know what to bring. And I'm like, I'm gonna bring her because I want her to be my family. Because at this point, I'm thinking like she's important to me. You feel me? Like I care about her because I was simping for this girl, bro. Like I literally was simping for this girl, and it was. I'm not gonna say it was scary, but it was a great feeling in my eyes. I thought it was a great feeling until I found out what I found out, and I'm about to tell y'all. So basically, I said, I was like, do you want to come to the barbecue? Like, she's like, you mean as a date? I was like, it's not really a date, but you can call it that. Like, come on now. Like, she's like, I think about it. She's like, most likely I'm not doing that tomorrow, so yeah, but I'll let you know. Cool. Next day come, we texting. I'm like, yo, you coming? She said, yeah, I'm gonna come. She calls me. She's like, what do you think I should wear? She's like, cause I'm meeting your family. I'm like, just look appropriate. Like, she's like, can I wear a crop top? I was like, I don't know about all that, but wear like a summer dress, like a nice summer dress. Wear a summer dress. She showed me the summer dress. She showed me she had on some slides, white toes, all that. I'm like, yes. So I'm like, yeah, pull up. I'm like, yeah, you wear that. She was like, all right. She was like, I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna tell you when to come pick me up. I'm like, all right, cool. I left before my pops left. I was like, yo, pops, I'm gonna meet you there. I'm about to go get my friend. I said, all right, cool. I had me on. I had on my hat. I had on my Yeezys. Had on my Rocky shirt. Had on my shorts. I was looking fly. I ain't gonna lie. With the 360s, sturdy. I called her. I was like, yo, I'm on my way. I'm like 2 blocks away. So all right, I'm coming out the house. She's like, I'm about to leave. She's like, I'm about to come outside. So I get there. I'm waiting for her. I text her. I was like, yo, I'm outside. She's like, all right, I'm coming. She come outside. So I'm like, before we go to the barbecue, like, you wanna take a walk real quick? We took a little nice walk in the park. We sitting down, conversating. She was like, what's your intentions? I told her the real. I said, listen, my intentions is this. You still vibe out, see where this go. I take you on a nice little date. If you're still rocking with my vibe, I'm gonna ask you out. She was like, okay, that's cool, that's calm. Very calm with it. I was like, you wanna go to the barbecue now? She's like, yeah, that's cool. We go to the barbecue. It's my father there, my aunts, uncles, cousins, all that good stuff. So she basically met everybody on my father's side, like everybody. So she met my dad, she met my aunt. Mainly, she was mainly talking to those two. Like she met my cousins and them, but she was mainly talking to my aunt and my dad. So my dad put me to the side. He's like, yo, that's your girl. I was like, vibe friendly, like, cause I ain't want him to be all in my business, that's just embarrassing. He's like, I see you. I was like, chill. So I go get food. I'm like, you want food? She's like, no, I'm okay. So I go get me a little burger, give me a little bev, eating that little, them them cheeseburgers from the barbecues be hitting, you feel me? So I was like, I'm about to go get me a burger. So she was waiting on the side for me. Me and her, my focus, I'm not, no disrespect to my family, my focus was on her. Like, my focus was literally on her. So me being the person that I was like, where you wanna go? Like, you wanna go somewhere? Like, what's up? She's like, we could just walk around. I ended up, I had a cut on my leg. I forgot how I got the cut. My cut ended up busting open. Like, I forgot what I did. I think I kept picking it. So I was like, nah, I gotta go to the store, get me a Band-Aid. Perfect opportunity. So we went to the store to go get a Band-Aid. Me and her just talking, we vibing, we talking about what we wanna do when we get older, like stuff of that nature. So she telling me what she wanna do when she get older. Like, you know, what she gonna do when she's financially stable, what she wanna go to school for. I'm telling her what I wanna go to school for. Think, like, you know, then we started getting into debates about like music, and then I'm like, for one, opposite of my life, like, you don't gotta be so, like, you know, cause she was moving. I'm not gonna say she was moving scary, but like, you know, like, she act like she couldn't get comfortable with me, and I'm telling her, like, yo, you could get comfortable with me. Like, I don't bite, bro. Like, just get comfortable. So she was like, all right, cool. So she sat on my lap. That was right. Like, for me, she sat on my lap. I'm like, I'm looking at her, she looking at me. We like eye contact, just locking eyes. We like this. I'm looking at her, she looking at me. I wasn't looking at her like how I'm looking at y'all, but we just locking eyes like this the whole time. So then we was staring there looking at each other for like 5 seconds, maybe 10. And I asked her, I was like, I thought this was swindle. I was like, your lips look nice. She was like, it's like, that's nice. So your lips look nice too. I was like, can I take her for a spin? Weird. I was like, just thinking about it, I was just, But she's like, yeah, kiss me. You could kiss me. Give me a little smooth kiss. I was like, nah, I want. I was like, nah, I want more. She grabbed me. A little grab. Made out for like a good 5 seconds. Maybe 7. I'm like, dang, yo. After that happened, I'm not gonna say like the feelings was getting stronger, but you know, like, you get a kiss, like, you get a good kiss, bro, like, it's just something, like, there's just something there. The spark just throw more oil into the fire, just the flames just get bigger and bigger. I was like, yo. Long story short, she had to be home by a certain time. So at this point, it was like 9, 10 o'clock. Her mom's like, yo, be home by 10:30, 11. She's like, all right. She's like, I gotta start walking back. I'm like, I'm gonna walk you home. So I walk her home. We sitting there having a nice conversation, talking, just conversating, having a nice conversation. I walk her home. She was like, you know how you watch them little date movies, you feel me? And they be dropping them off at night, and they just be having that little tense moment. It's a romantic, but it's a tense moment. That's kind of what we had. So I'm looking at her, she looking at me. I was like, I had fun tonight. She's like, me too. She's like, it was nice meeting your family. She's like, that's cool or whatever. So I had planned to take her on a date that following week, but I'm gonna tell you what happened and why this didn't happen. She's like, I'm gonna go home now. I was like, alright. Now mind you, she like a couple of doors, she's like 2 doors down from my crib. I was like, hey, before you go, you ain't gonna give me a hug? You gave me a hug. And I made the first move and gave her a kiss. She's like, alright, text me when you get home. Cool. I go back to the barbecue. First of all, my friends had called me. So I'm sitting there telling them about how I had a nice little date. Let her meet my family, all that good stuff. So my friends are like, like, that's so nice. That's so nice. Cool, amping me up. My cousin was with me. So me and him went home. I went to go get me a sandwich and me and him went home. And then, you know, it just went from there. Now, we were supposed to go on a date the week of. Like, I was supposed to take her to go get ice cream. And it didn't work out like that. Number one, I broke my phone like that Monday. Water damage. So I was just all messed up because of that. 2, there was no way for me to get in contact with her besides my MacBook Pro and then my iPad. So I was literally like, I had no mobile device, bro. Like, I was so dread. So then I'm like, yo, bro, like, this is not happening to me, bro. Like, it couldn't get any worse. So I texted her, I was like, yo, we still going to the date? She's like, excuse me, she said, I'm busy this week, so we're not gonna be able to do it. 4th of July comes up. My mans and them was like, yo, bro, let's go ride bikes or whatever. Alright, that's cool. So we go ride bikes. I come back home around like 10-ish. Come back home, I'm on the phone with her. So we chilling on the phone. She just chatting, like she just chatting up a storm. And if you know, you know. Like, I don't even gotta say too much, but just assume. We're just gonna assume. Like, just use your imagination and just think about what she was doing. So then, I'm like, no, this is what happened. I called her, cause I called when I got home, and she was just off of it, just chatting. So I'm like, are you good? She's like, yeah, I'm good. She's like, I'm gonna call you later. Bye. Banged it on me. Alright. Called her the next day. She act like nothing happened. I'm like, you was dead being a little bit annoying, but it's cool though. As a joke. Literally as a joke. She said, fine, stop talking to me then. And banged it on me. Like, just hung up the phone. I'm like, was it that serious? Like, I was so confused on what just happened. Mind you, I forgot to mention this. When we first started talking, I had gave this girl a teddy bear. Mind you, I gave her this big teddy bear that my mother didn't want to keep no more. I was gonna take it. I'm like, you know, since I'm talking to her, I'm like, I might as well just give it to her because I like her. So my mother gave it to her. Like, my mother dropped it off at her crib. I forgot to mention that. Back to like we're gonna go back to like what just happened. So I called her back. No, like she ain't answer the phone. Called her again. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna leave her alone. I ended up getting the phone. I ended up getting an Android though. But my friend let me borrow her phone, like her little iPhone. So I used to carry it with me everywhere I go, and I would just use my hotspot, and I would just use that. So then I'm sitting there, and I'm really trying to figure out like, what did I do to this girl that made her so mad to want to just stop talking to me out of nowhere? So, like, I'm not gonna say I was just tripping off of it, but like, I just couldn't process like what I did to make her feel this like way. And then it was this one day, I had contact. I think I had texted her best friend to see like if she knew what the problem was. She kind of ignored me, but she took a screenshot of the snap and sent it. She must have sent it to her, and she never responded to me. So I'm like, alright, that's weird. But I'm like, it's cool though. It's all good though, cause I wasn't tripping off of it. I just wanted to answer like, what did I do wrong? Like, I really didn't do anything wrong in my opinion. I said a joke. It must have got took out of context or whatever. And then, yeah, just went from there. So I'm like, alright, fine. And 2K was coming out. Let's fast forward to September. 2K was coming out. I had just gotten 2K or whatever. I'm like, yo, I'm just calling mad people saying, yo, buy me VC as a joke, cause I already have VC. So I'm like, I see her name in my contacts. I'm like, I haven't spoken to this girl in a minute. Let me call her just to play around. I called her. She answered. I was like, wow, cause I'm not gonna say I was blowing her up in the summer, but like I was just calling her from time to time just to see if she answered. She only answered one time, and she said, I'm gonna call you back. Never spoke to me after that. And that's when I spoke to her again in September. She said, I'm gonna call you back. I didn't believe she was gonna call me back, but she really did call me back. So she ended up calling me back, and she's like, what's up? I'm like, what's up? So my whole thing was to just call her, ask for VC as a joke. But I'm like, nah, I need to get to the bottom of this, because now that I'm on the phone, I'm like, yo, bro, why you moving weird to me? Like, why are you being weird to me? For me, that's basically what I was telling. I'm like, what did I do for you to lash out on me like that, banging on me and go ghost on me for 2 months? Like, I'm really trying to understand. I really want to understand what happened. Apparently, this is what she told me. She said, I just got scared when you told me, the whole talking thing. Like, when you asked me out, you said you was gonna ask me out to be a girlfriend. I just wasn't ready for that. I'm like, so you could have just told me you didn't, like, you could have just said something instead of like ghosting me. That's kind of weird. Like, who does that? So she was like, you're right, I'm sorry. I was like, and me being the idiot that I am, I fall right back into the little trap. Like, as soon as I came out the trap, I go right back into it, reeling me right back in. She just reeling me in. I said, well, I still kind of like you though, so like, what do we do? She's like, I know you still like me. I'm like, how do you know? She's like, I just know. I'm like, okay, bro. So then she's like, we could talk again. Like it was nothing. Like nothing happened. She apologized, but she was just like, yeah, we could talk again. So I'm like, okay. So then we was talking for like a good week, bro. She was talking about coming over to watch movies with me. I had asked her, I had invited her, and she's like, yeah, we could do that. That's cool. So then I was downtown. I was downtown with my mans and them. I was at BBP, and I had called her. I think she had I had called her. She had called me. I think I had called her because I think I was on my way back to the hood. Back to the hood. I was like, I'm like, yo, what you doing right now? She was like, I just woke up from a nap or whatever. She's like, I may go back to sleep. I'm like, come outside. She was like, alright. She's like, where you at? I was like, I'm at BBP right now. She's like, bro, you're mad deep. I'm like, bro, I'm coming back to the hood, bro. So me and my mans, we left. They went to Chick-fil-A. I made up some dumb excuse. I'm like, my pops want me to get home. I lied to them. I just wanted to go see her because they was then gonna like, feel me, like block me out. Like they was gonna C-block me. I'm not gonna say it for the camera because I may give them, you know. But they was C-blocking. I was like, yo, come on, bro. So I just made up a lie. I was like, I gotta get home. My pops told me to get home. You know how my pops is. So then I ended up going to her crib. So I called her. I was like, yo, I'm like 10 minutes away. She's like, all right, I'm coming. So I'm about to get ready. We outside. We was outside talking for like a good hour or two, bro. We was just sitting outside her crib just talking, bro. And it was a good time. I had a good time. We was debating about music again. Feel me, just talking. Just having nice conversation. I ended up meeting her dad. What happened was, after I met her dad, we were still talking for like a good hour or two. So then after that happened, I basically was telling her like, yo, like you still gonna come over? She was basically like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. She told me she was still gonna come over. That's what she told me. So we was on the phone for a good couple of days, just chilling, chopping it up, still vibing like what we was doing before. And then the day come that she was supposed to come over for movie night or for movie day or whatever. I had texted her the day before just to be sure. She was like, nah, I can't make it. Cause usually when I ask her to link me to do stuff, like besides just like coming to her house to say hey and stuff like that, she will always bait. I ain't gonna lie, she will always bait. So she basically was like, I'm doing something this day, da. Alright, that's cool. Understandable. And then she tells me, a couple of hours later, she basically was saying like how she wasn't ready for a relationship. She wanted to focus on school, this, and the third. You know, usual stuff people say when they don't want to really talk to nobody. Alright, that's fine. I was mad understanding the situation because we all got that moment where we just don't want to talk to somebody. We just want to feel me like just focus on ourselves to better ourselves and go from there. So I'm like, I totally get it. Like I totally understood. At least I thought I did. When I tell you, son, she was moving crazy to me after like she cut the whole vibe off, but like it threw me off. Like it threw me way off, bro. So I had to like lose feelings and stuff, readjust how I was feeling and things of that nature. So I'm like, you know what? Alright, bro, like it's cool, bro. It's fine. Like now when people usually dub me, if I'm their friend and they dub me, because before anything we was friends. So I still was trying to like keep in contact with her, make sure she was Gucci. She didn't want to talk to me, but it's alright though. And my birthday was coming up too. So when my birthday was coming up, I had asked her, I was like, I think I was going out to eat. I was going out to eat with my friends and them for my birthday, and I had invited her to come out, you know, just to hang out and chill with me. She's like, I got something going on with my family, but happy early birthday though. Alright, that's fine. Then the news, and this is the moment y'all been waiting for. Drum roll, please. October come. Now remember, I told you she used to talk to some girl, right? She used to talk to some girl. And I guess I had to put two and two together because what I found out was crazy. So basically, I was scrolling through Snap, and I think it was National Girlfriend's Day. So a mutual friend, you know, me and her girlfriend or whatever, we know like the same people kind of. Like, you know, I know of them and I have them on social media. So I'm scrolling through Snap and and I'm looking on her friend's snap, just scrolling through, tapping. Now, mind you, I had looked at the girl that I was talking to, her snap. She was out to eat, but she ain't post who she was with. She never really do that. She just post the food she eating. So she just posted the food, posted her feed. That was that. I see a repost of the girl. I see a repost of both of them, bro. She's in the back, and the girl is taking a selfie, and they like this in the picture, like they like this together. And I'm looking, and I'm like, the heck? Like, I know I'm not bugging. And then the caption, it says, "Happy 1 year anniversary to my stinks." So I'm like, what? I'm so confused. I'm like, what? Huh? What? Like, what? I was so confused. Now, mind you, we was cool, but we wasn't cool. Like, we wasn't really in communication like that. She was doing how I was doing me. So I'm looking at the snap, and I was just like, what? Huh? Now, mind you, I had to put the pieces together. When we stopped talking the first time, she must have been talking to the girl. Then when they stopped talking, she was trying to use me as entertainment the second time. They got back together, that's when she called me off. That's why she dubbed me. The third time, her and the girl was off again. She used me as entertainment, reeled me in and leading me on like we was gonna get together, knowing that we wasn't gonna get together. And then she ghosted me because she knew that she was gonna get back together with that girl. She got back together with her. They broke up again. We started talking again. And then the last time, that's when they got back together. So in my mind, I'm like, I was just a rebound. Like, I was literally, she played me in the smoothest way possible. Like, it hurt me, but I wasn't really mad until after the confession, until like after, like, you know, I confronted her or whatever to the confrontation. That's what happened. I called her one night, just check her to make sure see how she was doing. And I had asked her a question. I said, yo, I was like, maybe I'm bugging, but I know I'm not. I asked her, I said, yo, listen, I saw something on Snap with that girl that you used to talk to. And the girl looked like you that was in the picture. It says, "Happy 1 year anniversary to my stink." Was that you? It's obvious it's her, because it looks like her. It looks like what? It's obvious. It's right there. So I'm like, if this girl say no, because she know. I told her the real. I said, I don't like liars. Like, I don't like that lying stuff. Just keep it a stack with me. You keep it a stack with me, I keep it a stack with you. That's basically what I was telling her. So I was like, yo, bro, like, what's up here? Like, what we doing here? I was like, yo, like, I'm like, is this true? I didn't even care, you feel me, like, if it was true. I just wanted an explanation on why, like why. She said, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not me. And that's when I was like, yo, bro, I let you meet my family. I did things for you, and this is how I get paid. This is what you do to repay me. Like, what's up? And me and her, she was just basically saying like she was like, okay, Kylan. That's what she was saying. Like, she really didn't care. And I was upset. I was mad, and I was really upset. I was really hurt. Because I got, like, in between the times that me and her was talking, I was talking to somebody else. And even that girl broke my heart. So I was just still getting over everything. And I'm like, nah, like, what the heck, bro? I'm like, these girls be moving shiesty these days. So anyway, after, like, everything had happened or whatever, it was just like, I just didn't care anymore neither. Like, after a minute, I was hurt for like a couple like weeks. Like, I want to say like maybe like not even weeks, bro. Maybe like 2 days tops. And I got over it. She seemed to not really care, so I was like, why am I still mad at someone that I was never with to begin with? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Why am I getting so mad over someone that clearly never had feelings for me at all? It's just stringing me along. Why am I doing that to myself? So I'm moved on with my life. She moved on with her life. And you feel me? It is what it is. Things like this is gonna happen. And even though my mother be telling me don't get into relationships and don't be taking girls serious, I'm kind of glad I went through that. So now I know how to maneuver when it comes to people in general. Not even just with girls, but just people in general. You always got to keep your guard up. And ever since then, it's just like, at this point, I'm just like it's whatever. Who cares? All I need is money. That's basically what it is. All I need is money. I don't really need nothing else. So, with that being said, you know, it is what it is. But if y'all did enjoy that little story time or whatever, like, comment, share. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Go and turn on my post notifications so you never miss a video. Follow my social medias. Links will be in the description down below. Make sure y'all join the certified gang. And remember, if you're not vibing with Kai, you're not certified. I'm out.
Turn me up, I don't think they can hear me. Phone no D, only answer to say, you only see what I show, you not seeing it clearly. Tell my whole shit that I'm sorry, sincerely. She asked if I played on my answer was barely. That should hurt her severely. Let's fuck a couples, fuck no strings attached. She the bar, but we fell back to back, said pussy.